All right, watch this, jerks. It's time.
Yes. So we'll start. I guess we'll start with this one because I know it's a movie that at least 2 people have seen, and that is Slumberland, which is the Jason Momoa film based on the early 20th century Little Nemo and Slumberland comic strip that's now in public domain. So they turned it into a movie.
Oh, the thing that nobody heard of?
Nobody heard of it except for the critics, because like I watched this movie, right? And I'm like, oh, my kids really like this. And I thought it was well done. It's like, it's really visually like pleasing. It's like, at least I thought so to watch it.
You know, they do a lot of, you know, the not to spoil it, but literally it's 130 years old. Winsor McKay, the creator of Little Nemo, one of his more famous panels is that with the bed with the long legs walking through the city.
Sure.
And that's in the movie. So there's some imagery that's taken straight from the original strips, but there's also like a lot of changes. So,
man, you're just like the critics, because like nobody cares about that.
Never said I cared.
Well, the critics cared because the critics like bombed this movie, and like most of the complaints are that like this doesn't hold true to the source material of this 1920s comic, and it doesn't, like, there's no new ground tread. And I'm like, this is a movie for kids. Like, they don't have like ground to tread.
Yeah, my son loved it, and that's who this movie is for. He's 11.
Right. Like, you see the like the viewers scores for this, and it was like high 80s or something, like, for this movie. And the critics are like, nope, this wasn't true to the comic book from the
it's a little
1920s.
It's a little dark at times.
But I like that about it, because it like, kids,
it's not a sunshiny movie.
Right. There's not that many movies like that where it's like, it's scary, but like at the same time, they know everything's going to be okay. So it's like, it's the right level of tension for kids. Like, they're going to get a little bit frightened, but not totally overboard.
The only thing that bothered me about this film, is I know that it's public domain and it's based on something that's 100 years old, but to not give any credit to Winsor McKay, even though I know he's long dead, not even like special thanks, I think is a little tacky.
-2 stars.
Not -2 stars, more like minus half a point.
Did you want him to have a cameo?
No, I just think that, it's
just a digital created Winsor McKay or whatever his name was. Did I get that right? You said it like 4 times.
Yeah, I think that and watch, I'm saying it wrong or something. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not the first comic strip, but one of the first. I think the Yellow Kid is technically the first comic strip, but I don't know. Someone could look that up.
That one sounds right or wrong. Is that one really?
No,
racist?
I think it's about a kid who dresses in yellow. It's not.
Yep, racist.
It's not racist, but
I thought Slumberland was a good children's movie.
Like, it was, yes. I think
it keeps adults entertained as well for the most part.
Was it Chris O'Dowd? That's his name.
Yeah.
He's very good in it. I thought he was the best performance in that film.
I liked the actress, the
little girl
actress. Yeah, I thought she did a fine job in this movie.
Did you watch Spirited yet?
I have not watched Spirited yet because I have to watch that without my kids to see if they should watch that or not.
And I actually would recommend that. That movie, she plays the same character in that movie too.
I'm sure she does well in that movie too.
She does. It's just I watched those movies one day after the other, and so it was sort of like, and I didn't know.
Are tricky, right? Because the emotional range, they usually don't have it, but she had a pretty good range.
Mm-hmm. And literally dealing with the same problems in both movies.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. It's laughable when you watch it 2 days and watch one right after the other, not realizing that it's the same person with the same situation. I don't want to spoil them for anyone. But I guess that takes me into Spirited, which I also saw. That was the Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds. It was not. What is it? A Christmas Carol. That's the word.
I don't like that it's not true to the original Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it's
where
not.
My issue is with it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Did you like The Greatest Showman?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
like The Greatest Showman a lot.
the music is by the same people who wrote the music for The Greatest Showman. And all the songs are just as catchy. It's very similar musically and lyrically in the songs. And it's funny because I'm watching the movie and I'm like, where have I heard these songs before? I looked it up after. I'm like, oh, because it's The Greatest Showman songwriters. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually really like that. That, you know, when you hear a song for the first time and it sounds familiar, so you're not taken out of it. You're kind of you're in it. I was a fan of that. I thought the music was pretty good. I'm not going to listen to it on you know, I'm not going to stream the soundtrack like I would have done with
I have
like
The
we
Greatest
did with The
Showman
Greatest Showman.
soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah, I was going to say that's something that people listen to. I know we've listened to that in the car, but
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it more than I thought. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's cute. It's a cute take on it. They do a good job. You know, it's Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. If you like them, you'll like this movie. I think that's
But not for small children, correct?
mm,
I need to watch it first to judge.
you need to watch it. It's like really like right on the line.
If you just go on Common Sense Media, it'll tell you, or even IMDb, like it'll tell you specifically.
I know. I went on there, but I was out of my free views for the month.
Try IMDb.
So.
IMDb
Okay.
basically has the same thing, and it's free. In terms of telling you, like, if they make too many fart jokes.
There's no swearing and there's no blood.
How many erect penises are there?
Oh, like 17.
That's the perfect number.
Yeah.
I watched a movie called Something in the Dirt, which is not like those other movies. It's like an indie film that we actually rented. It was very good. I liked it a lot. Ty didn't like it at all, and Mrs. Cheapy was somewhere in the middle. It's about two guys that discover some like paranormal / unexplained phenomena, and they focus on sort of documenting it and trying to like get famous off it. This is one of those not for Shanafan type movies where it's mostly people talking, and then you wondering what happened after you watch the movie, and you think about it for a couple of days, or you just say, if you're Shanafan, you just say, "Oh, I hate this. Why am I watching this?" But maybe I'm wrong. But I really like Something in the Dirt, and I did think about it for several days afterwards. So I would recommend that if you're looking for something new to watch. Because surprisingly, I feel like we ran out of stuff. We had to actually pay $7 or $6 to rent something new.
Really?
Yeah.
But you didn't watch,
all, huh?
Did you watch Spirited?
No, I'm not watching that.
I think you and your family might have enjoyed that.
Fuck my. Nah, I don't want. I'm not gonna like that. I can just see the whole movie in my head. It's Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. I can just.
Did you watch See How They Run on HBO Max?
No, that looks all right, I guess, but I don't know.
I feel like I feel like you might enjoy that as like that could be a good family watch too.
Right. Oh, you know what we didn't.
That's I was gonna say because that's better than, you know, that's more indie film but still entertaining.
Yeah.
As opposed to indie film that people might find depressing or.
It wasn't depressing. It was just you had to sort of figure out what was going on. Like I had to explain to Ty the next day what happened, basically.
Gotcha.
Or what I thought happened. I don't know. I like movies like that where you have to think about it afterwards to make sure you got it, or maybe Anyway, did you guys watch the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer, the new one?
I did.
Yes,
it's got Donkey Kong in it.
Right. People are very excited about this on my Twitter feeds.
It looks fine. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
It looks
a lot of references in it. It recognized a lot of things.
I clapped.
I'm like, oh, these are the things. These are the Super Mario Brother things. I get it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like the
voices.
Yeah.
It's
hey,
weird.
It's a me.
Right.
I am a Mario.
Does he even say it's a?
Yes, he says it's a, but not with an accent.
It says it with an accent, but it's a Brooklyn accent.
That's
close. I don't even think it's a Brooklyn accent.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where he's from.
It's a me. Mario. Let's go save the princess.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyway,
A go.
the movie's going to make a lot of
see it.
money.
Everybody's gonna see it.
Yep.
It's gonna make a lot of money.
Not from me, but from everybody else.
I don't like. I like it when I see the visuals, but I'm having a tough time with the characters talking.
What if you watched it in Italian with subtitles?
I think all the other voices are fine. The other voices don't bother me. I like Charlie Day, right? That's who plays Luigi. I like his voice, generally speaking.
Sure, they just need to say as little as possible. Like every character needs to say as little as possible. I don't need a lot of exposition out of these characters.
Yeah, I didn't really hear much Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
That was perfect. Like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I don't think he said anything. He might have grunted. That's what you need.
So it's Donkey Kong with a tie on. So does that mean that it's actually Donkey Kong Jr.?
I mean, I think that's historically, yes, true.
Yeah,
or he borrowed his tie. That's a possibility.
Well, that was Cranky Kong is the old is Donkey Kong.
There was
a bunch of Kongs in the background.
Yeah.
Did you see the article on Polygon that the headline was, "Does Donkey Kong smoke weed?" Because Seth Rogen is playing him? I mean, that was literally the article. It was one of those articles where you scroll to see like where the rest of the article is to explain everything, and then it's just like ads and comments. I was like,
I don't think they've ever explored that before.
I don't think they will be exploring that
in the games.
He probably smokes banana leaves.
That sounds toxic.
I mean, Funky Kong, like that dude smokes.
He takes bong hits, big bong hits.
Yeah, there's no question about Funky Kong.
The bongs are made out of coconuts, and he's just ripping them. Where are we here?
This movie's good. I'm sure it'll be fine when I'm watching it.
People will love it.
I get used to it. For some reason, Sonic works better for me as a movie, I think. Just like as excitement level goes, like there's more you can do with Sonic than Mario in a movie for me. But it's got all the touch points. They're Mario Karting it up. I saw that.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have everything.
They had Smash Brothers. They had Mario Kart.
I don't need to see it in
raccoon
the
suit. I saw a raccoon suit.
There's just too much to put in one movie, right? Like it feels like it's gonna just be like, here's the thing from Mario, here's the thing from Mario, here's the thing from Mario.
It's gonna almost like an episode of Family Guy. Hey, remember that time when I put on a raccoon suit?
Yep.
Yeah.
People will love it. That's what they want. They have
I'm
to
sure
give the people what they want.
It's a kids movie too. Like I don't need it to be to be accurate to the 1985 version of Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. Like that time I had jury duty on Rainbow Road. And then I'll just cut to him driving on Rainbow Road. Yeah.
Right. Luigi's got his flashlight from Luigi's mansion. Like it's like, we get it. Like
we get it. You know Mario. Enough. You looked up the stuff.
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. It'll make a lot of money, hopefully. I'm sure it'll do better than Strange Voyage or whatever that movie's called out now from Disney.
Yeah, that they sent out to die for some reason.
I don't know if they sent it out to die or for any reason. I saw plenty of ads for it. Nothing about it looked interesting. Yeah. Oh, I've seen a ton of ads for it.
I guess it's all relative.
Like we've known it. We've known that was coming for quite a while. Like
I saw ads for it before Black Panther, but that was, I think, the only trailer I saw for it.
Oh, I see trailers all the time for it on websites and Disney Plus and everything.
Well, it'll be on Disney Plus soon enough. So,
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like people are saying it bombed. It's like, yeah, but like the difficult part about it, it's a new IP, right, to begin with, and it's not an IP that like you look at it and you're like, this doesn't really fall into any like tropes of any like kids movies. Like it's not like something they're like, oh, I know what this is.
There's no princess involved.
Right. There's no princess involved. There's no like minions involved. There's like, what exactly is this movie? And then you're like, I could spend like $60 to go see this movie that I don't want to know what it is. And I'm not confident in what even is going on.
And get COVID.
Or I'm not really concerned about that portion.
You don't want to pay $60 to get COVID.
Well, yeah, I'd like to get it for free.
Exactly.
But or I could just wait a few weeks, and there's plenty of other content. Like there's plenty of kids movies, right? Like it's going to be this shift in kids movies. I feel like where they were just constant money makers, because people wanted to go out with their kids and get away and watch a movie. But now it's just like kids movie, kids movie, kids movie, kids movie. Like
just put them in front of the TV.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. This strange, what is it called? Strange Voyage? Is that the name of it?
Strange World.
Strange Brew.
World. Okay. Great name.
Yeah, it's a bad name too.
It's a really bad name.
It's a bad name.
What are we watching on the TV side?
So here's the thing. On Saturday, by Saturday, I should say, pretty much everyone in my family had come down with a terrible cold. Just a cold, not the end of the world. But we were kind of stuck in the house. We're not going anywhere. We all just need to rest up and get better. So I sat on the couch and I watched Wednesday. All 8 episodes, 9 episodes.
My God.
in one day.
Did you see this coming, Chip? Like immediately? Anyway, how was it?
I liked it a lot.
Howard was talking about it today. He said he really liked it.
Yeah, because it's good.
Yeah. But he also said he kept calling it a movie. It's not a movie.
No, it's not a movie. It's a TV. It's a series.
Yeah, what the hell is he doing?
I want to say 8 episodes. And it's for those who don't know, I guess it's it's an updated version of the Addams Family, but it focuses on Wednesday Addams, who goes to a private school. They basically Harry Pottered Wednesday Addams.
Makes sense.
She goes to a school for other weird kids. Some of them are werewolves and vampires.
I mean, the concept has
been done.
It's great, right?
Tried and true.
No. It's a slam dunk of a concept.
It's a concept. It's like, yeah, of course this makes sense.
They've been doing it since the 80s, at least.
And you get Tim Burton behind it, and you get the guys who created Smallville behind it, and you put it in a bottle, and you mix it up, and you get this show, and you throw in a murder mystery to keep to have there be some sort of thread that holds all the episodes together, and there you go.
So she's like Nancy Drew now. Is that what? This is?
Yeah. She's like Nancy Drew. Wednesday Addams is Harry Potter meets Nancy Drew.
Sure, slam dunk. Great job, everybody.
And between it taking itself seriously, it also doesn't. If that makes sense.
That's kind of what Wednesday's character is.
Yeah, like if you're familiar with the Addams Family at all, there's a lot of like little references to the Addams Family, like even references to comic strips from the Addams Family, the one panel, like they'll do that like they did in the movies also to make sure you remember, oh yeah, this is still the Addams Family. We're not making this too serious. Don't take this too seriously. This is supposed to be a fun show. And then, of course, they'll show a guy with a broken neck in a car accident in the next scene. So it's got that mix to it, which I like. It works. They do a good job of towing that line of being serious and not serious all the time. Because otherwise, I think it would have been, if it was serious all the time, it probably would have gotten too boring. But
speaking of boring, let's stop talking about Wednesday. Did you finish the
Excuse me.
Did you finish The Vow?
I did not finish The Vow. I have I think 2 episodes to go. I know the last episode's a bear, so
what's that mean?
It's a lot to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking big gay man.
It's a gay man with a big beard.
Yeah.
No. It's also long.
Yeah.
We've watched the entire series of Hollywood Bling Ring. It's only 3 episodes. That's about the the Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan robberies that happened, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that, 20 years ago. The kids who, they would just look up when the celebrities were going out to parties, and then they would break into their houses and steal their jewelry and clothes and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting. It's an interesting look at like celebrity and that whole thing. One of the better well done crime series on Netflix, and it's short, which is nice. Respects your time. We also watched Welcome to Chippendales on Hulu.
How is that?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Did you finish? Is it a movie or is that a series?
No, that's a series. We watched, I believe, 3 of those. And I like it a lot. Kumail's great in it. Dan,
how much of the true story do you know?
I don't know any of it.
Okay, then I won't say anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't say anything because it's already the first episode is already crazy. But it's got a really good style to it. And it's funny, but it's also serious. But it's got jokes.
Seems to be the theme of this week.
Yes. We also started watching Andor because everybody's just raving about it. And we watched the first episode and Mrs. Cheapy was like, no. She just said no more after that. Like literally nothing happens in the first episode. I don't understand. Like
I heard a lot of people say
3 episodes to get good, which I'm already like,
yeah, no. I heard that 3rd episode. No, you gotta wait. You gotta watch it.
Oh. Wombat just freaked out over Andor. Yeah. So I don't think we can watch anymore because nothing happened nothing really happened in the first episode. And I actually asked Mrs. Cheapy today when I picked her up from the train, I said, tell me one thing that happened in that episode of Andor. Mm-hmm. And she could not. She could not. So
and that's with the guy whose name is also sounds like Andor.
Yes, I don't know his name, and he's hard to understand. Like I just didn't know what was happening and what I don't know. I felt like they needed to act more or something. I was like, act.
They turn on the acting in episode 3.
Okay,
that's what happened.
This frozen image of Wombat is very disturbing.
Everybody likes it though, so we're wrong on this.
I can be wrong on this.
Yeah, we're fine to be wrong about Andor.
Hold on, I have to turn on the CAGcast emergency screen here, which I just have to find it. Here it is. Boom. That's for
Wombat also watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I have not watched that yet.
Oh my god. Hold on.
You did not like it, so
I didn't like it. Hold on, I got it.
I'll probably like it. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna like that one.
I think you would like that, actually. That's the wrong screen. Hold on. I'm going to find the screen. That's the wrong screen.
That's another one I have to like make a judgment call on if my kids are in the room to watch that one or not. So I got to preview that one.
Oh, it seemed fine, I guess. I don't know. We watched 30 minutes of it, and I think it's 45 minutes. We watched 30 minutes of it, and we kind of all noped out. I know everybody loves it. I know I'm the Grinch now, but I don't know. It was just like lame and more drinking. Like
people drink. I don't know if you know about this, GP.
I understand, but why? I don't think that watching people get drunk to like excess or to sickness is funny. Like, what's the joke there? That they
Drax? I don't know. Something. Is Drax the one that gets drunk?
It's Drax and the bug lady.
That's funny. Sorry. Those two.
But nothing. They don't do anything funny. That's the whole point. The joke is that they're drunk and sick. It's never the joke is they got drunk and then did something funny. Mm-hmm. Same thing in Hulk. I don't know. I think Disney just wants to sell a lot of drinks at their park, and they're grooming the kids now to get used to drinking too much so that they can buy those high margin drinks when they get to Disneyland in 10 years.
So if they were all smoking weed instead, what would your take be then? If all the Guardians of the Galaxy were just there smoking
It would be
weed?
the exact same thing. I mean, This is obviously something that's targeted for kids and families. She-Hulk, maybe not as much.
Not She-Hulk, not as much. But Guardians is right on the borderline because there's some dark stuff in the Guardians movies as well.
Sure, I get yes, for sure. And again, if they were getting drunk and they did something funny, I could get it. Like the movie Strange Brew. Like they got drunk and then funny shit happened. But the funny shit is just them getting drunk, and it's not. I don't know that's not a joke. By the way, what happened to Wombat? Did you get any text from him or anything?
Let me check.
No, he must have lost power or something. Or
a fuse blew.
A fuse blew. Okay.
Fuse blew.
That blows. He'll call back in if he can. I'm sure he's probably like restarting his computer.
He's probably doing all kinds of handyman stuff right now.
He's about to get electrocuted. Yeah. So we almost made it through the Guardians holiday special. Maybe if it was more like Jewish oriented. No.
Yeah, I'm down for any holiday special. Like I've got them all queued up to record because I'm just like anything that's on, no matter how crappy it is, I've got all of the holiday stuff set up to record so that we can all watch it as a family.
Right.
So give me that Dolly Parton special. Give me the Michael Bublé. Give me some crappy reindeer animation they put the list of stars up on there and I didn't recognize a single name.
Perfect.
For all the voices. I'm down for that one.
Right.
I'm a big specials guy.
Right.
I stopped. I should hit record again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And go. All right, and I'm back.
Yay! What happened?
A fuse blew.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Right. I don't know.
That's never happened before.
Somebody's like, too many people are drying their hair or something.
My son plugged in his humidifier and it literally blew a fuse.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're at new releases now.
Yeah, I guess we're not talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
We did already.
We already did.
You talked about how much you hated it?
No.
Okay.
I just said I didn't like it.
Did Shipwreck see it?
No.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, you watch it. I liked it. There you go.
Talk about the excessive drinking. Again, another Disney show.
Yes.